Hello students, I am creating this video for class 9 for basics of operating system. So in this video I will discuss all the topics related to this operating system only. This chapter contains basics of concept of operating system, need for operating system, shell and kernel, functions of operating system, device drivers, types of operating system, commonly used operating system, and finally file system. So in this video I will explain only these four topics so that the video should be the shorter or easier to understand. Otherwise the video will become lengthy. So now start from the first topic. The first topic is operating system. Means what is operating system you have to understand. Operating system is a program which acts as an interface between a user and hardware. So it works just like a translator which makes the communication possible between user and computer system, because computer understands only machine language and users can only understand Hindi, English. So the communication is not possible directly. So operating system plays an important role to make the communication possible. It converts our language into machine language, and so that computer can understand, and machine language to our language, so that the result created by the computer can be understood by us. So this is the way it works, just like a translator. Here you can see this picture: user at the top, then application software, then operating system, then hardware. User cannot directly communicate with the hardware or the computer, so it communicate through the application software. It works on the application software. Application software communicate with the operating system, and operating system communicate with the computer system or the hardware. So in this way, user as a user be communicate with the hardware or the computer system via applications or and operating system. So this is the operating system. These are the icons of the different types of operating system: Windows, Vista, Windows XP, Windows 2000, Linux, Apple operating, iOS. So these are the different icons of the different kinds of operating system. Needs for operating system. Why we required operating system? As you know, operating system is just like a translator, but it also works like a secretary or the assistant of the user. As the operating system is just like assistant, as the boss gives order and assistant does all the work for his boss. The secretary himself decides how, what and when to do the work. So this is the way the operating system works. It needs because it facilitates convenient access of hardware. Means it allows user to access the hardware. Directly we cannot communicate with the hardware. So operating system makes the communication possible between user and hardware. Second, improve efficiency of the system by using all the processor, memory and different parts of the computer. It makes the computer an efficient device, so it does our work very properly manner. Provides security of the system. Operating system also provides security by allowing us password system. When a user wants to create a password system, that's information cannot be accessible unless the password is known. So it gives us security from unauthorized access of the password of the data. Emulate features not available in the hardware. Even those features which is not available, that can be created by the operating system. Just like when we have no space in the hardware and we want to save the any information, so in that case operating system creates a virtual memory where information can be saved. So that is, this feature is telling about that. Emulate features not available in the hardware. Even those features which are not available, that can be created by the operating system. Next, operating system shell and kernel. You know, operating system is made up of two things, shell and kernel. Or you can say operating system has two main components, shell and kernel. Here you can see hardware, then comes operating system, hardware, then operating system, then application, then user. So hardware, after hardware, the operating system is divided here into two parts, kernel and shell, and then utilities, that is application software, and then users comes outside. So what is the shell? The shell acts as interpreter which does these things. Shell is also just like a translator which works just like to get the commands from the user. Whatever command is given through the application system, it is received by the shell. That is the part of operating system. Then the shell translates the received command into the machine language and passes to that command to the kernel to get it done, and then it transferred that converted command to the kernel so that it can be executed by the help of hardware. So this is the job of the shell. It transmit or send our commands to the kernel, and then via kernel it goes to the hardware. Next is the kernel. The kernel is this part is responsible for interacting with hardware. So when it receives all the information from the shell, it does the different things: process management, device management, memory management, time management, and file system. So whatever the processing work is done, that is done with the help of the kernel by the hardware. Kernel give all the instructions to the hardware or the processor to do the different kind of job for the users. So in process management, it checks whether the processing is going on properly or not. It send the work in the queue for the execution. It also checks whether all the input and output devices are working properly or not, whether the input is taking in or output is going on at the proper place or not. It also store or retrieve the file in the memory, temporary or permanent memory. So in this way it manages the memory. Timer management, it provide the timing to the processor for particular job to be executed. After that job is taken out from there, and next job sent for the execution. File system, it manage the memory to how to save, where to save the file, how to retrieve the file. So this is the way these work are done with the help of kernel. Next is the functions of operating system. The major functions of operating systems are process management. In process management, it schedules, controls, and monitor the job process submitted for the execution. Means whatever timing is created by the processing, that is created by the operating system. So which work will be executed, it checks whether the execution is carry on or not. So it take cares of all the processing work and also submit the work for the execution. Memory management, it allocate and deallocation of memory, means it provide the space for saving the files, and whenever the files are deleted, it release the memory from the hard disk or the RAM. So in this way it manage the memory. File management, permanent storage and retrieval of data or file. So in file management, the operating system does the work for storing of the file. Whenever we want to save the file, it stores it permanently at a particular location, and whenever we want to open the file, it retrieve from there. So in this way it manage the file. Next is device management. It ensures smooth reading of data from input devices and sending the data to correct output devices. So whenever processing is done, input and output plays very important role. So whatever input is given, accordingly the processing is done and we get the information. So in device management, it checks all the input device and output device whether they are working properly or not, and then it receives the data or instruction from the input devices and execute the work accordingly, and then send the result to the output devices, to the correct output devices, so that it can be the user can get the proper output. The next one is user interface. Means it establishes a standard means of communication between user and their computer system. Already explained that operating system works just like a translator to make the communication possible between user and computer, because we have the different language. Computer understands machine language and we understands Hindi and English, so communication is not possible. So operating system make it possible by translating our language into machine language and machine language to our language. Finally, the security. It provides the security by ensuring the authorized user use the system through valid user account. Every user can have their own account and they can access their own information. If we want to access the other information, it is not possible unless we have the proper password. So in this video, I will discuss only these 4 topics up to this. Rest in the next. Thank you very much.